Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, otherwise known as a lefty to most tank drivers or a leaf blower. It's known to What Arty Noob members as a Fifi la Pew Pew, because it's French and it pews a lot. Well, pews at the enemy anyway. This one's located on the south spawn of Malinovka and is under the command of UKSkaface. Now he's got one mark of excellence on the barrel of a 105mm howitzer. It's mounted on top of a Char B1 chassis. They captured a number from the French on the fall of France in 1940, and some of them, 16 of them, were converted into artillery. Now it's got a very fast fire rate. Fire rate's about 8 seconds a shot. In fact, this one's 7.85 seconds. And UKSkaface has gone straight into the aim. He's got T-3485, a T1 heavy and a T50 as a target. He's going for the T50. It hasn't moved yet. Round out. And a direct hit wipes him out. 360 hit points. It must have penetrated. Now he's got 40 rounds of ammunition to play with, as well as a round of heat and a round of AP. 40 rounds of HE, that is. He's got 2 direct hits so far. And that one just overshot and hit the ground behind. It's dialing in on the KV85. You can dial in almost as fast as you can reload. KV85 just took a hit from somebody else there. And that was a direct hit as well. That's going to have done considerable damage. Fires another round in. Oh, he's down to 64. And another hit. This time takes him down to 43%. He's also receiving fire from other people. And he gets another hit. Almost reloaded. Rounds out straight away. And another direct hit. He must be down to only a few hit points now. Round out. Oh, no. No hit there. So, is he going to try again? Yes. And the shell lands to one side. That's RNG. So, he misses out there. Oh, what's going on over here? We've got an A20 on the shore. And then A1 Stuart was driven into the water to try and escape him. And the A20's been killed. Right, up in the north, we've got a VK3002M. Fires one round in. It's unfortunately it fell well to one side. 3002M is the precursor of the Panther. Dial in, fires a round in, and it lands right next door but doesn't do any damage. There's very little splash on these shells. There is some splash but not much. You're mostly relying on the impact of a shell onto the tank, but it can do considerable damage. The alpha damage is 410 alpha points or hit points, and he's got 53mm of penetration. So if you can get a pen on an enemy on their weak armor, which is the armor on top of the tank, then you can probably take them out the game with one shot. The burst radius is 1.91mm, so you have to be pretty close to the enemy to do some damage. Okay, fired in on that house, but there's the 3002M. You thought the 3002M was behind the house. Lined up a shot, round out, and lands to one side. 3002 pulled away just at the right moment. Okay, we're re-aiming at a T-3485. Is making his way down the lake side. Dialing in, round out. Oh, it's close. We lost sight of the T-3485 just as we fired the shell. And there's a P-2640. Tier 4 Italian medium. Round out. Should hit. It does! 128. He's probably been tracked though. And we've got a T1 heavy making his way across the field. And another direct hit, 55 hit points. And that sounded like somebody just ammo racked, and I think it was the T-3485 on the enemy team. And the T1 Heavy's gone down to the SU-5. Right, that means we're 1 up on the score at the moment. There's that P-2640, down to 41%. He's going for the dip. And, oh, he's stopped behind the tree. That's not going to help him. Well, it's not a tree, it's a bush more than anything. He's decided to pull back from the bush And that's probably a good idea, but it's not going to save him from any Arty rounds. And he was killed a moment later by the M7. 14 TP coming this way. And a direct hit wipes him out. One shot kill. 360 hit points. But there is a Lux out there nearby. And he's aiming at that KD85 at the back of the map. That was the one he hit earlier. He was down to just 33 hit points. That's how much damage that UKSkaface did to him. But we're looking for a Lux. Somewhere in that wood is a Wooks. A Lux? A Lux. I'm thinking of a Wookiee. No, somewhere in that wood is a Lux. And he gets a direct hit on 3002. He's relying on his teammates to hold back that Lux. Fires around at the 3002. Gets a direct hit right in the side. And he's tracked. He can't move anywhere. Dialed in, rounds out. Direct hit wipes him out. 50 hit points. And he's brought up the high caliber. If he can maintain the fire rate, he will keep that high caliber. It's 9 versus 5. The enemy's still got 6 tanks out there, but we fire around it at T40 and just miss him as he's retreating. You have to do a leading shot. You work out where the enemy's going to go, and the T40's killed. So that shot was wasted, but still a good chance that we might have hit him. 25 TP hiding behind the rock, and this shell will probably hit the rock face. It does. He's marked the target. Gonna try and get another shell in there. He might be able to do it. He does! And he's virtually wiped that 25 TP out. He did 435 hit points of damage. And the second shot hits the rock again. You can see the shell impacted and penetrated the turret of that 25 TP. And the next round goes in alongside him. He must be twitching at this moment, wondering when the next shell's going to arrive. And he's been killed. Oh, there's only 3 enemy tanks left. This medium, the Panzer T25 up on top of the hill, and 2 Arty, the SU5 and the F41HMC. He was firing at the last known position for the Panzer T25. He is still there. He is still there. Fired the round in, and oh yes, got him on the rear. 174. He's damaged. Try and get another shot. Round out. Close, but no cigar today. Lining him up for another shot. He's trying to death circle that OI. We're aiming rounds as dangerously close to our own teammate. But we need to try and take on that Panzer T25. We fire a round in and just miss him again. I expect the enemy Arty to start trying to fire now. Round out. Just misses the T25 again. That's his danger close. Oh, the OI goes down. He's taken out by the SU5. We fire around in and kill the P25. 222 hit points. He's got 4 kills now. That's a fighter badge. But there's only 1 enemy remaining. It's the M41HMC. And he's already got 2 kills, so he has been active. But we don't know where he is, so everybody is making their way north. Now you can see UKSkaface is trying to avoid knocking any trees down. Don't want to give away your position to the enemy if you can help it. There he is. He's been spotted. And he's killed by the M4A3 Easy 2, the Super Jumbo, before we can get a shot off. But that was a pretty exciting game, especially that moment up on top of the hill where he was trying to kill the Panzer T25 and failing to. But look at this, he's got an ace tanker in the 105 leFH18B2 for UKSkaface, and it's very difficult to get ace tankers, mostly because so many people have them, so many people play them extremely well, and you need to rack up a lot of XP in order to win an ace tanker on this Arty. So the win rate for this Arty, this game was 8802. That was Super Unicum style, and what? Ace tanker, A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 17. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. In fact, actually, it says 8 there, but it is 10 on other websites. The high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle overall. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, there it is. Highest damage, 2,765 hit points. He certainly did fire a lot of shots out and got hits. He also managed to score 4 kills, which is 1 more than the Super Jumbo, who only managed to get 3, and 2 more than the M7 and the SU5 on his own team, and also 2 more than the 3002 and the M41 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, he managed to get 1,009. Again, more than the M7 with 890 and the Panzer 38, which managed to get 542. Best of the enemy team was their BK3002M with 407. He fired 40 rounds, so he only had 2 rounds of ammunition left at the end of that game. He got 15 direct hits, 15 penetration, and 8 splash. Damage of 2,765 hit points, of which 2,405 were at more than 300 meters, so he did get some close hits there. He also hit 8 of the enemy, destroyed 4 of them, and did damage assistance of 68 hit points. On a premium count, he earned 56,783 credits. He got 28,391 from a personal reserve, and he got 11,357 credits from mission completion. So he took away 96. Well, he had 96,531. He didn't take it away because he actually had to pay for the ammunition, but the ammunition is very cheap. So he took away 91,411 credits from that battle, which is a very good total indeed for a tier 5 Arty. He received 4 bonds for getting the Gore's medal and the high caliber. He also earned 513 experience points, times 2 for the first victory, 303 for mission completion, 606 for premium vehicle bonus, and he also got a personal reserve for 1,513, so he took away 5,449 experience points altogether. So a lovely Fifi ace there. Good work, and especially just piling those shells onto the enemy when they were just stuck there stationary, and that lovely shot onto the 25 TP, hiding behind the rock, and you still managed to penetrate him directly through his turret. Must have wiped out both members of his crew with 1 shot. Let's have a look and see what the damage said. Well, it says that it took out the commander. Yeah, I can believe that. The commander probably had a big headache after that shell landed on top of him. So, fantastic game there, UKSkaface. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.